Most people hear Lego, they think of multicolored bricks, but surprisingly, minifigures are where the real money is. The tiny little yellow guys are barely an inch and a half tall, but as small as they are in stature, minifigures can command a big price. How much money are they worth? Believe it or not, the right minifigure could net you enough cheddar to feed all the rats in New York City for 365 days. That's right, we're counting down 10 of the most expensive minifigures Lego has ever produced. From real-life space explorers to a member of the Black Eyed Peas, these are the rarest and most valuable minifigs on the market today. Starting off the list at number 10 is the 2012 Toy Fair exclusive Iron Man Minifigure. In 2012, the MCU was truly hitting its stride with the release of the first Avengers movie. And what better way to capitalize on Marvel fever than the very first Marvel Lego set? To mark this historic synergy of superheroes and plastic bricks, Lego commissioned 125 exclusive Iron Man minifigures to be given away at that year's New York Toy Fair. What sets these Iron Boys? I don't know, never mind. What sets these minifigures apart from the Iron Man figures that would come in the future Lego sets is that the Toy Fair Iron Man has all the details for his helmet painted directly on a regular minifigure head. Later, Iron Man minifigures would replace the standard minifigure heads with sculpted helmets. These minifigures typically go for around $1,500, when someone is actually willing to part with one, of course. Interestingly enough, Lego also made a special Captain America minifigure for the 2012 Toy Fair, and they also limited it to the same number of units, 125. But for whatever reason, Cap doesn't seem to command as high a price as Iron Man. I guess now we know who won Marvel's Civil War, don't we? At number 9, we have the last son of Krypton, the Man of Steel, the one and only Superman, but not just any Superman. This is the 2013 San Diego Comic-Con Black Suit Superman. By the looks of this Lego minifigure, Superman was going through an emo phase. 'Cause tonight would be the night that I would fall for you. Why else would he trade his signature red and blue costume for an all-black goth ensemble? The black suit Lego Superman came in a blister pack, and only 200 were produced. The minifigures were given out at Comic-Con as part of a raffle. For anyone wondering why Supes is dressed in such dour threads, the black Superman suit goes back to the early 90s. DC first introduced the black suit during the Death and Return of Superman arc that saw the Man of Steel meet his end at the hands of the evil Doomsday. During this arc, Superman eventually returns from the dead and donned a black costume instead of his usual colorful getup. I guess returning from the dead does call for something a bit more serious than bright primary colors. But the black suit Superman minifigure usually sells for around $4,200. But like all the Lego figures on this list, that price could go up or down based on several factors. Okay, in our number 8 spot, we have this rare Will.i.am minifigure. In 2016, Lego Education sponsored the Los Angeles charity event Best Brunch. To commemorate the event, Lego made 400 minifigures based on Will.i.am from the popular hip-hop group Black Eyed Peas. The figure came with a numbered base plate, so anyone lucky enough to score one of these bad boys knew exactly which number figure they received. Lego isn't exactly known for numbering their limited edition minifigures, so that detail alone makes the Will.i.am figure pretty unique. The minifigure comes with a hat and a microphone as accessories, but sadly, it won't start singing "Let's Get It Started" no matter how much you beg.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
I tried for hours, it didn't work. Not much is known about this super rare minifigure other than it goes for around $4,405 on the secondary market. I'm just saying, guys, it really should be able to sing for you for that much money. Number 7 spot belongs to Mr. Gold. This minifigure looks exactly like what would happen if you dipped the Monopoly guy in gold. Mr. Gold was part of Lego's collectible minifigure series 10 from 2013. Only 5,000 Mr. Golds were made, each inserted randomly in a blind bag and released along with all of the common figures in Series 10. This super rare minifigure was Lego's way of celebrating their 10th series of collectible minifigs. However, if you ask us, they kind of ripped off Willy Wonka and his golden tickets. Yeah. Sadly, Mr. Gold isn't actually made of gold, like his name would suggest. Nope, instead, Goldie was just a regular plastic minifigure with a fake gold spray tan.
Got him!
Lego went all in on the Mr. Gold promotion. Every Mr. Gold figure came with a unique VIP code that collectors lucky enough to find the elusive Mr. Gold could enter online to register their rare collectible. Every Lego Mr. Gold registered this way appeared on a map on the Lego website, allowing their collectors to see how many Mr. Golds had been found and where. If you want to add Mr. Gold to your collection, then you better make sure you have lots of green. These days, Mr. Gold goes for around $5,000 on average, although some minifigures have been known to go for double that amount. At that that price, you could say Mr. Gold is worth even more than his weight in gold. No, really, the average minifigure weighs around 3 grams, and 3 grams of 14K gold is worth around $120. The more you know. Number 6 on our list is the 2013 San Diego Comic-Con Lego Spider-Woman minifigure. Spider-Woman? Yep, you heard us right. While not as popular as her male counterpart, Spider-Woman has been part of the Marvel Comics pantheon since the 70s. She's been a member of S.H.I.E.L.D., an Avenger, and most importantly, a Lego minifigure. The Spider-Woman minifigure was given away as a part of a raffle at the 2013 San Diego Comic-Con. It was the first time that Spider-Woman was made into a Lego figure, and unfortunately, also the last time. That means if you want this character in your collection, you don't have the option of picking up a cheaper variant. When it comes to Spider-Woman, it's one of these 350 figures raffled off over a decade ago, or nada. The current value for a new and sealed Spider-Woman is around $8,000, so it's gonna be the nada option for us, especially since some figures have gone for upwards of 10,000 smackaroos. Spider-Man might be the one everyone talks about, but no one's dropping 10K on his minifigure. Alright, this is a fun one. Everyone knows about these iconic white t-shirts that say I love New York, where the word love is replaced by a heart, right? How about one that says New York, I love? Doesn't sound right, does it? Well, it would if you were the guy in the number 5 spot. This is a Toys R Us promotional Yoda minifigure from 2013. Good year for Lego minifigures. Only 1,000 of these New York I Love Lego Yoda minifigures were made, and they were only available for 2 days at the Times Square Toys R Us in 2013. Part of a promotion these were. Sorry. We mean these were part of a promotion for Lego Star Wars The Yoda Chronicles. Another part of the promotion was the unveiling of the world's largest Lego model, a replica of the famous Star Wars ship, the X-Wing. To get one of these Yoda figures, fans had to purchase a specially marked Lego Star Wars X-Wing Starfighter. And while this might be one of the most valuable Lego minifigures ever made, you wouldn't know it from the packaging. Our boy Yoda came in a plain, clear plastic bag with no lettering or anything. If you're hoping to track this Lego figure down, be careful you don't accidentally buy a bootleg. With numerous other Yoda minifigures released over the years, this particular minifigure is frighteningly easy to counterfeit. Making matters worse, almost the exact figure was given out at the New York Toy Fair that same year. The only difference between the Toys R Us Yoda and the Toy Fair one is the color of the Jedi Master's hair. The rarer Toys R Us figure has white hair, while the Toy Fair variant has gray hair. Considering that 90% of the Yoda's wrinkled green head is bald, spotting those few wisps of hair can be pretty difficult. If you did track down a legit white hair 2013 New York I Love Yoda minifigure, it would set you back anywhere from just under $6,000 to as much as $11,000. Expensive he is. Number 4 is a twofer, and they're both Boba Fett. Look, we could do a list like this using only Boba Fett figures, because there are a lot of rare ones out there. We chose to use these 2 Lego minifigures in particular for reasons that will soon become clear. These 14-karat gold and sterling silver Boba Fett minifigures from 2010 came together in a framed set, along with a third white Boba Fett figure. One set was given out at the 2010 San Diego Comic-Con, and one was given out at the Star Wars Celebration 5. And, well, that's it. Only 2 14-karat gold and 2 sterling silver Boba Fett Legos were ever produced, and since they came together, it only seemed fair to list them together. Unlike Mr. Gold, the gold Boba Fett isn't just rocking a coat of metallic spray paint. Oh no, this bounty hunter is actually made of genuine 14-karat gold. Likewise, the silver version is made of real silver, and the white one, it's made from just plastic. It's just plastic.
Emotional, damn it!
10,000 of the all-white Boba Fett variant based on the character's original design were produced, making the minifigure much less rare than its precious metal counterparts. So while a white Boba Fett was included with both the framed sets of the gold and silver Legos, there are 9,998 others not behind glass floating around out there somewhere. Hence why we didn't include the white Boba Fett on the list. Sorry, Whitey, nothing personal. The 14-karat gold and sterling silver Lego Boba Fetts are some of the rarest minifigures in the world. With only 2 produced ever, the odds of ever coming across one for sale are astronomical. If you were to miraculously find a set for sale, it'd run you about $30,000 for both the gold and silver Boba Fett minifigures. You better start saving your pennies now, just in case, because you never know. Coming in at number 3 is the only minifigure to ever be carved out of wood. The Ninjago movie Wooden Woo movie prop was created as a prop for, what else? 2017's Lego Ninjago movie. The wooden Lego prop was used for the movie's live-action opening scene where a young boy wanders into an antique shop owned by famed martial artist movie star star Jackie Chan. Chan briefly holds up the Wu minifigure when telling the boy about the legend of Ninjago. Only 4 hand-carved Master Wu figures were ever produced, and they were never intended to be sold or given away publicly. This unique all-wood Lego figure is considered one of the rarest minifigures on the planet. One of 4 wooden Woos. Wow, what a tongue twister. 4 wooden Woos, 4 wooden Woos, 4 wooden Woos. Okay, only one is accounted for. Simon Lucas, senior creative director at Lego and executive producer of the Lego Ninjago movie, owns one of the Lego Wu prop figures, and no one knows what happened to the rest. Maybe they vanished in a cloud of smoke after the movie was done filming. They are ninjas, okay? So, what is the only wooden minifigure Lego's ever produced worth? Well, it's unlikely that Simon would ever give his up for sale, but if he did, the wooden Master Wu prop figure is estimated to be worth somewhere north of $100,000. More than all the other Lego figures on this list put together. At that price, you'd be better off grabbing some wood from outside and carving your own minifigure. Just be careful not to get those nasty little splinters. Those things hurt. The next minifigure might be ranked number 2 on the list, but he looks more like number 1. Okay, all right, sorry about the potty humor. We couldn't help ourselves, okay? We're talking, of course, about the 14-karat solid gold C-3PO that Lego produced in 2007 to celebrate the 30th anniversary of the Star Wars franchise. Lego made 5 of the solid gold droids, and they could only be won as grand prizes in a special Lego magazine giveaway. Just like the solid gold Boba Fett figure, C-3PO is far more valuable than the gold he's made out of. Over the years, the estimated value for these ultra-rare solid gold minifigures has skyrocketed. Some estimations put their worth at around $200,000. That's not expensive enough. At least one of the 5 minifigures was rumored to have sold for $300,000 back in 2021, although that was never officially confirmed. Still, whether it's worth $200,000 or $300,000, the 14-karat solid gold C-3PO minifigure is worth more than any other Lego figure on Earth. If the number 2 figure is the most expensive Lego figure on Earth, then the trio of minifigures at number 1 are the most expensive in the galaxy. Jupiter, Juno, and Galileo are 3 Lego minifigures made exclusively to fly through space aboard the Juno probe on its mission to observe Jupiter. Lego crafted the one-of-a-kind minifigures out of aluminum to ensure they could survive the rush conditions in outer space. The minifigures were made in partnership with NASA to inspire kids to participate in more STEM activities. Jupiter is based on the Roman god of thunder and holds a lightning bolt. Juno, his sister and wife, well listen, we're just gonna gloss over that one. Anyway, Juno comes with a magnifying glass to symbolize the never-ending search for truth. Last but not least, the famous astronomer Galileo Galilei has a telescope to represent all the times he looked up at the night sky and wondered at all the celestial mysteries outside Earth. The minifigures made it all the way to Jupiter in 2016 after a 5-year flight. Can you imagine if a flight on Earth took that long? Even Disney World isn't worth sitting next to a crying baby for 5 years. I guess, although it would be a crying toddler at that point. Anyways, it's hard to put a price on these one-of-a-kind Lego figures since there's nothing here on Earth to compare them to. Technically, the minifigures themselves would be free if you had the $1 billion+ it would take to build a ship capable of retrieving them. And even if you did scrape together that much money, there's the 5 years it would take to get to Jupiter. Considering the Juno spacecraft is scheduled to crash itself into the surface of Jupiter in 2025, it's kind of impossible for anyone to ever get their hands on the rarest of rare Lego figures. We can confidently say with no exaggeration that the Lego Jupiter, Juno, and Galileo minifigures are
scam.
Priceless. And there you have it. 10 of the most expensive Lego minifigures ever. Would you be willing to shell out the big bucks for any of these? If so, which ones? Leave a comment below, and while you're at it, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to our channel for more Lego-y goodness.